right, that was great. Accident Man is Beast, and before that was Side of Fives, Water to Wine. You guys are tuning in to Chaos on Riverfront. I am Megan Mercy.
Hey everybody, I'm Tracy Turris.
I got Gay Bunny in the middle of us.
Gay Bunny's in the house.
Gay Bunny's in the house.
And St. Louis Ghost Hunter was always sitting with us. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Eric.
I'm Lindsay. I'm Jen.
And why don't you guys tell us a little bit about St. Louis Ghost Hunters?
Eric.
People contact us and we go to their house and try to help find out what's going on. We set up equipment. We set up equipment, cameras, audio recorders, go around trying, basically we go in trying to debunk their claims. You know, if they say a door's open and we try to find out why the door's opening.
So you're debunking it, so are you actually a believer in what you do then? Or are you just out there to disprove everything?
No, I believe, but I think if you can, the more you can debunk anything you have left, there's a better chance that that is actually something paranormal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of times what people are experiencing really isn't paranormal, and we can find a logical explanation for it. But then once you've ruled out all the logical explanations, what you have left is it could be something paranormal. Sometimes people are really scared, so they have us there to help figure out what's going on, and if we can make them more comfortable in their home so they don't have to sell their house, and that's great. And
if something is going on, people then everything that happens they think is something paranormal. Well, maybe something's going on, but just because you heard a door open in the next room, maybe it was air from somebody pulling another door open or something along those lines. It wasn't necessarily, everything isn't paranormal.
Right.
So we try to help them figure out what is and isn't paranormal in their home or business.
So when somebody calls you, what do they say? Hello, I think I have a ghost in my house.
Well, we don't give out our phone numbers.
Yeah, it usually starts over email.
we don't want random phone calls from, we had an email one time, this guy said, hey, I need you to come to my house. There's something evil here. It doesn't make me dinner, and it yells a lot. We don't need those kind of phone calls at random times. So.
And we have had customers or clients that are called us at 2 and 3 in the morning.
Oh my gosh!
For whatever reason, they find it necessary that to call us.
They forget that we have
everything that's going on. Not that we're not concerned. It's just at 4 in the morning, I'm sleeping.
Do these calls go to your cell phones?
Yeah, well, it starts by email. Until we actually talk to somebody, they don't have any of our phone numbers.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They email us. I try to get in touch with them. Sometimes it's just they just want to know, hey, I hear noises. What could it be? You answer them. You never hear back from them. Other times they will get back with you and say, okay, well, is there any way you guys can come out? This is what's going on. I'll try to talk to them, and then I pass them along to Jen.
And then from there, I contact them, get more details on what's going on, decide whether or not it's something that we can handle or that we want to take on as a client, set up an investigation, which is usually a 2-week period. We have some researchers that do a great job. Hi, Adam. Hi, Emily Rose. They do a great job looking up the history of the property, of the area in general, talking to neighbors, doing all kinds of stuff. They're just great. And then we go in and investigate.
So that's the first step, is that you do an investigation of the history of the house and the neighborhood and the families and everybody there.
Right,
Yeah,
talk to past residents, the history of the property, whatever we can dig up.
Yeah, anything we can find.
Mm-hmm.
It's very in-depth then.
Very in-depth. Definitely.
Do you guys each specialize in something different?
We try not to. I mean, I think
roles?
we don't really have roles. I mean, I think I've kind of taken on the position as the quote case manager, but that's mostly because when I'm calling somebody and I'm telling them that I want to hear the story of their life, it's more comfortable for them to have a role to associate with me with. And also when you have other shows that, when you have shows that are out there, people have certain expectations, so I kind of want to give them what it is they're looking for.
So we all kind of have roles, but it's nothing defined. If I can't do something, one of them will do it. If they can't do something, one of us will do it.
What's something that you're working on now? Okay, somebody's called. I don't know. I just see you guys brought equipment in, so I want to get into that too. But I really want to get into some of the stories that you must have. Things that you've come across. Have you? Okay, so once you've ruled everything out and you finally decide it's paranormal activity, I mean, what do you do from that point, and what defines paranormal activity?
We actually don't even know for sure that it's paranormal activity until after the investigation is over.
Mic over to her a little bit.
Yeah, like I said, we don't actually know that it's paranormal activity until after the investigation is over. It usually takes about 2 weeks to go over the evidence, and we could sit in a closet or in a house or in a room for 8 hours that night and think that we caught absolutely nothing, no personal experiences. We think it was, we could debunk everything, and then we get home and start listening to the audio, and there's EVP after EVP, and we realize, yes, there really was something in the room with
What
us.
is EVP?
So that's an electronic voice phenomenon. So
Scary.
yeah.
It's like the recorder can pick up, like how dogs can hear noises you can't.
Right.
It's similar to that. The recorder can pick up frequencies that you don't naturally hear.
I was watching this ghost show, I think it was on the Discovery Channel, and this girl kept getting attacked in her room, this 14-year-old girl. And no one understood, nobody felt or heard or saw anything other than her, and they had ghost hunters come in, and they did an EVP, and clearly heard a man say, "I came for the girl."
Ooh.
It's some scary shit.
Yeah.
I have to admit that some of the scariest things that I've run into are when we're listening to the audio on the web after the investigation. There was one time that when we were in
Caledonia.
Yeah, Caledonia. And I was listening to audio, and there was something, I'm not exactly sure what it was, but there was definitely a noise that was not a voice, and we did not hear. And when I heard it, I just stopped, took my headphones off, and put it away. I'm done now. Somebody else needs to listen.
Or if you're listening to audio and you were there and specifically know what was being said in the room, what was going on, and then all of a sudden there's a voice that you don't know,
Yeah.
it throws you off a little bit.
I think the very first time I heard an EVP, I was laying in bed one night reviewing audio, and I'm laying there, I've got it turned up so I can hear it, I'm kind of falling asleep, and then all of a sudden I heard the voice, and I don't even remember which EVP it was. I think it was from The Famous House. But actually, I know we brought it on the CD, I think.
That's what
It was,
downloading.
I already have it up.
okay, the one that says, well, we could play it, you can see what it says, but I'm laying in bed, my eyes are closed, and all of a sudden I hear this voice come out of the recorder, and I stopped, I sat up, turned on the lights, listened to it again, and I think I might have given you a phone call.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, you have to hear what we just heard, I can't believe it. It was amazing.
Personally, I put on Enya before bed. Helps you sleep.
Oh my god.
Well, a lot of times you're listening to audio and you're listening to nothing at all. It's just,
Like a refrigerator hum.
yeah, you might hear a hum for 4 hours, and it can be so excruciating to sit there and just hear, for like hours and hours and hours. But you have to go
Well,
over
and
it.
if there's 3 or 4 recorders that were in the same room at the same time, you might be reviewing that same bit of the investigation 4 times, and then watching it on the DVR and watching it on the Handycam. So it's over and over and over again. They don't show that to you on the TV shows when
Yeah.
you see that. It's hours. It's like 2 seconds and they're done reviewing. And
I mean,
it's not like
the
that.
DVR alone is 20-something hours review, and it may be of a camera focused on a kitchen, so you're looking at a refrigerator for 4 to 6 hours, just staring at it.
So
We
it's
should tell
fair
them
to
what
say
the
that you
DVR
guys
is.
are insanely thorough. with what you
Absolutely.
do.
Yeah.
Minute
Yes.
by minute.
Yes.
Second by
And
second.
anything that I might catch, I have them listen to, so maybe they were there and can debunk it, or vice versa.
Eric has dog ears. Anything we're not quite sure what it is, we give it to Eric, and he can figure it out.
Can we play some EVP stuff?
The one she's talking about, I think, is the second one on the CD.
Second one?
Yeah, there was one before it from the same location, though.
Think your portion is better if the phone number there?
Oh, we've been so bad. We're just
Okay. No blankets or nothing.
Okay, where was that at? That was at a house
Yeah.
in somebody's bedroom?
Yeah,
Right.
what had happened was, me and somebody else were in this bedroom, and we were getting really high EMF, which,
Is that what the beeping is?
yeah, that's the ghost meter, which, it's a form of EMF, but it beeps when something's going off.
That's a little ghost machine right there?
Yeah.
That detects there's a ghost here.
Well, not necessarily ghost. Any if you put it next to a computer, it's going to go off because it's an electromagnetic field is what it's picking
Okay.
up.
So it should go off in here. The reading
Right.
should be a little
Okay.
bit high.
So, but on a bed, it shouldn't be going off. There was no electricity. There was nothing around it. So we were trying to figure out, okay, why is right in the middle of this bed this thing going off? Why are we getting high EMF? So we're looking under the bed. And anyway, we found something under the bed that probably shouldn't have been there. So anyway, a little bit later on.
This is not the dildo story. Just so you know.